This is the Dreame X50 and it's packed with features. One of the newest and coolest one is its ability to jump over thresholds, and we'll go over all of this stuff in this review video. But right now I'm just going to kind of go over the main details. With the ability to extend out its legs, it can now go over some more furniture as well, like U-shaped furniture like on chairs. A lot of robot vacuums will get stuck on that and air out, and then you have to go and restart the entire job. This will completely avoid that. Another cool feature this has is the LiDAR dome can retract down into the body so it can get lower furniture. Unfortunately for this test, my furniture was still too low. Helps out with a lot of other furniture to be able to get under it. This offers 20,000 pascals of suction, which is very high. The mop and the brush on this can extend out so it can ensure that it cleans corners as well as gets closer to your baseboards, because without that kick out feature and the round shape of this robot, it will not be able to get the baseboards or any corners without that design. And once again, we'll go over all this stuff. Another cool feature is with the dock itself. A lot of robot vacuums have to carry the mopping pads out when they clean on the unit itself. This can actually leave the mopping pads on the dock and go clean without them being on there at all. Then you don't have to worry about it transferring over carpet and getting it damp at all. Of course, this has self-empty for the dirt bin, as well as hot water cleaning up to 80 degrees Celsius and hot air drying. It can dry the mopping pads within 2 hours. And that of course helps with any mildew, any type of stench or bacteria growth. This has an AI camera up front, and that can detect a bigger mess. And once it does that, it will go over the area multiple times and or increase water flow or suction to ensure that it cleans up the mess that is sensed. Of course, it has very good object avoidance, very good for pets, especially if they happen to go number 2 in your house. It can avoid poop, which is very important. It does have a built-in helper, like many new flagship robot vacuums. This particular one, you say, "Okay, Dreame," and it will sense it. I have it off right now, but it will sense it, and you can tell it to say, "Okay, Dreame, go clean bedroom number 3," and it will go clean that exact area. Has a 6,400 milliamp hour battery, which is one of the largest ones in the vacuum space, and it can do up to 220 minutes on one single charge, and it also has fast charging, so it can charge much quicker. So we're going to go over all this in this video. I have videos of almost all that, and then we will tell you if it's worth it or not. Please do me a favor, guys, like this video and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and I would really appreciate it. Here's a quick test of how well it cleans on hardwood floors. I put down some white rice, and as you see, it does a great job, as many robot vacuums do. With this type of test, usually they kick around a couple. Looks like there's only a couple pieces left, but it did a great job. Here's a quick example of how the side brush will kick out, ensuring that it gets real close to the baseboards. And then it's the only way a round robot can clean the corner. And here's a demonstration of that. Does a very good job. I should have put some rice in there, but it would have got it all out, no problem. And here's a quick slowdown. You can see it kicks it out and gets in every corner, which is a nice feature. Alrighty, here it is on thick carpet with some white rice. As for many robot vacuums, I expect it to clean this very well. You can see and would expect, especially on a flagship robot, it does a great job on carpet, does a great job on hard floors. And let me get a mopping test set up as well as an object avoidance, and we will run those next. All right, next up we have the object avoidance test. As you can see, there are 2 piles of fake dog poop, as well as a white and a black charging cable. This is a pretty advanced robot, so it should completely avoid all of these, I hope. So let's set it up and see how well it does. All right, on to the object avoidance. As you can see in this quick time lapse, Does a great job with the poop and the white cable. However, getting to the black cable, for some reason, I don't know why, it completely messes up and I had to pull it. But at least it avoided the dog poop. That's much more important than a charging cable. But it's not perfect. Usually none of them are perfect. On to the mopping test. I have a little test area here where I smeared some ketchup. It's not fully dry, but some of it is. As you can see, it's a pretty good amount, but I think this will handle it with no problem. Got a big spot there, another big spot there, and then a little bit more there. So we'll see how well this gets up all this ketchup. We're gonna do 2 passes on the most saturated the mopping pads can be. And I think it should do quite a good job on this. So let's set up the time lapse and see how well it does. All right, that was 3 passes. Right now it's cleaning the mopping pads, and then it will auto dry them as well. So I did 3 passes on the wettest setting and the deepest cleaning setting. And if you look closely to that time lapse, it looks to me like it actually got everything up on the first pass, which was really good. 3, I just went ahead and let it do all 3 to ensure it'd get everything and it wouldn't be sticky. So it did a really good job there. That was quite a bit of ketchup. I actually didn't think it would get it up that well, especially on the first pass. That's why I did 3 passes, because I wanted to ensure that it picked it up. So very good test there. Did really, really well. Better than most robot mops I've tested. Pretty happy about that. What do you guys think? As you can see here, the mop extends out to its side and it gets a little bit closer to the baseboards. So yeah, I pulled it back in now. Just gonna push it back in. So as you see, it does this little twisting motion and it gets further under than most robot vacuums can. See how it's kind of kicking out and it's getting closer than it can at all. Than not having that kick out feature. That's one of the newer things on robot vacuums and mops. Most of the new flagships have that. Here's a cool new feature if you need it. If you have real thick thresholds in your house and or some small steps that you might need to get up, like it can go a little bit taller than this, but it can now jump over essentially these large thresholds and it automatically senses them too, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Here you go. I'm looking. Looks like a crab. Come on, you can do it, buddy. You did it! Here's an example of Dreame's Hyper Stream Detangling Duo Brush. I don't have any pets, and unfortunately I could not find my fake hair because I'm moving. But this shows you basically how it works on their website. And from all the reviews I've seen on YouTube, it does a really good job at sucking out all that hair. So definitely a good feature to have if you have pets or some kids with longer hair. If you want to pause it here, you can kind of read up on what they're saying here, but from everything I've seen, it does a very good job with this. All right, well that was the Dreame X50. What did you all think? As a flagship robot, it did everything I expected it to do. A couple extra features are really cool if you need them. I think it did a great job. Mop's great. The mop actually over exceeded my expectations. Most robots don't get that type of ketchup up on one pass like this guy did. So very good mopping. Has pretty much everything you need. I don't know what else they can come out with. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.